energy of a uniformly charged sphere. And for the sphere to be uniformly charged, it cannot be a conducting sphere, because when you give charge to a conducting sphere and all the charges will go and lie at the surface, there won't be any charge inside. So for a uniformly charged sphere, the sphere has to be a non-conducting sphere. So we can say that this is a case of a non-conducting sphere. Non-conducting sphere. Right now we are going to calculate the energy required to form a uniformly charged non-conducting sphere. So actually, to put you into perspective, you have got nothing. You have got nothing. You just have this. And what you intend to have is, you want to have a sphere of radius r with charge q. So when you are building from charge q is equal to 0 to charge q is equal to q, and radius r is equal to 0 to radius r is equal to r. So as you are building charge, you are also building the sphere. So in doing so, what you will do, you will keep on adding dq. When you go from 0 charge to this charge, you will keep adding dq amount of charge. You will also be keeping on adding dr thickness. So intermediate step I will show you. In between, after a while, you will find yourself having a small sphere of radius r. So now this sphere right now has charge q, which is not 0, which is not q, and this will have intermediate radius r, which is not 0, which is not capital R. This is how your process, when you go from this point to this point, you will have a resulting sphere in between. See, you have to be very clear about certain things right now. One is, you have to have a sphere with uniform charge density. That means a sphere of radius r will have a volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. I'll use a different color. So this is 4 by 3 pi r cube. In this volume, you will have a charge q. Then in 1 unit volume, you will have a charge q by 4 by 3 pi r cube. That means 1 unit volume, what charge it contains, that is called uniform charge density or volume density. So that is equal to 3q divided by 4 pi r cube. So at any intermediate step, if you find the charge density of this, it has to be like this, because you have, when you build from the scratch, throughout the process, the charge density of the sphere has to be like 3q by 4 pi r cube, or in other words, we will call it q. Right now, you have come up to the sphere of radius r. Then this sphere has a volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. Then the charge on, because mass is equal to density into volume, and charge is equal to the charge q. Right now here, the charge q is equal to density into volume. Which density? Charge density. That charge density has to be how much? 3q divided by 4 pi r cube. So in between, when you come from this stage to this stage, this charge q has to be equal to volume into what? Charge density. That charge density has to be this much. So right now we have built up small sphere of radius r whose volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. And one more thing. So in adding a charge, right now, how you went from here to here, as you keep on adding dq amount of charge. As you are adding dq, you are adding a small thickness dr. Right now, what is the next step from here? The next step here is, you will be adding a small radius dq, by then its thickness will increase by small thickness dr. Right? You know the other thing. Here, suppose you have a rectangle and of length L and breadth B. When you add a small layer on this rectangle of thickness T, then it will become a cuboid. Then volume of this cuboid is LB into thickness added is T. L into B is area, into thickness added is T. Then the increase in volume is equal to A into T. But here, this is not a straight away that way. This is like 4 pi r square is the surface area. On that you are adding a small thickness dr. This is dr actually. This thickness is dr. Then the volume added to this sphere will be equal to dv is equal to area into thickness. The area is 4 pi r square into thickness dr. So right now, but the challenge is when you are adding dr, you are also adding dq. But at the first step, when there is no charge, when you add dq, you require zero effort because nobody is opposing you. Right now, this is a sphere of charge q. Then at the surface, it has a potential. So what is that potential? The potential V is equal to K Q by R. This much potential is there because its radius is R, the charge is Q, then the potential at the surface is KQ by R. When you add 1 coulomb of charge, now this much of work is done. That's what the meaning of potential. Potential is work done to add 1 coulomb of charge. Right now you are going to add, when you are adding dr radius, you are also adding dq charge. Then the work done to add dq charge will be that this V is work done to add 1 coulomb charge. Work done to add 2 coulomb charge is 2V. Work done to add dq coulomb charge will be dq into V. This is the work done. So the work done or the energy required is equal to V into dq, and V is actually kq by r, kq by r into dq. Now dv is, you look at this q is equal to, this charge q is in this sphere of volume V, then the charge is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho. So k into charge is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho by r. But what is dq? What you do is, when you add dr thickness, you are adding dq. When you add dr thickness, how much volume you added? 4 pi r square into dr. In this volume, how much charge will be there? dq. Then again it has to obey this rule because the charge density has to be this. Then the charge dq has to be charge density into volume added, because when you add this volume dV through this layer, when you add this volume dV, you have added the charge dq. So within this volume dV, this much of charge is there. Then again it has to obey the same principle. Charge added should be equal to charge density into volume. What is the charge density? Rho. What is the volume added? 4 pi r square into dr. This is dq. Then in place of this dq, we are going to substitute this. Then rho into 4 pi r square into dr. Then this is the energy. Then the total energy spent in going from r is equal to 0 to r is equal to r is integral du taken from r is equal to 0 to r is equal to r. So k into 4 pi into 4 pi, that is 16 pi square. So 4 pi and 3 r is here, but this r cancels out with this r, then leaves 1. So I don't need to write this r over here. K by 3, 16 pi square into rho square into r power 4 dr. So k, 4 pi, 16 pi square, etc., everything is a constant. So r power 4 dr. Then I will take everything out. This is equal to, this is integral r is equal to 0 to r. So 16 pi square, k is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into, okay, we will keep k over here. Later on we will substitute the value. 16 pi square k rho square by 3 into r power 4 dr is r power 5 by 5 and 0 to r. So in doing that, you will get k into 16 pi square rho square by 3 into r power 5 by 5. Then when you cancel that out, because you need to substitute for value rho, because you know that rho is 3q divided by 4 pi r cube. So this is rho square. So it is k is again k into 16 pi square by 3. Rho square is 3q by 4 pi r cube whole square. So 3q divided by 4 pi r cube whole square into r power 5 by 5. Then K into 16 pi square by 3 into 9 q square by 16 pi square into r power 6 into r power 5 by 5. So this 16 pi square will be gone. So this cancels 3. So 3q square r power 5 r power 6 only leaves r. So k into 3q square by 5r. So the self energy of formation or electrostatic energy of a uniformly charged sphere is k into 3q square by 5r, or substituting the values you can also say that 4 pi epsilon naught is the value of k into 3q square by 5r, so that you will be getting 3q square by 20 pi epsilon naught r. And remember one thing, never forget to watch the other video, then which is like charging a spherical shell.